The California State Legislature is back at work after the holiday weekend. It kicked off a special session today. As ABC 10 News reporter Ryan Hill tells us, Governor Gavin Newsom called the session to protect the state's policies ahead of another Trump presidency.
December 2nd, 2024. It's the beginning of the last month of the calendar year, but it's the start of something new in California.
We'll gavel in a special session, extraordinary session.
That's local state senator Steve Padilla. The special session being called by Governor Gavin Newsom
to deal with making sure that our Department of Justice has all the resources and things they need.
The special session was called just days after President-elect Donald Trump was voted into the White House. In previous statements, the governor's office saying the session's focus is to build up the state's legal resources to protect civil rights, reproductive freedom, climate action, and immigrant families.
We're going to make sure that we're able to intervene when we need to protect people's rights and to make sure that those costs don't accrue to the people of California.
Of all the special sessions that have been called since I've been in the legislature, this is the most meaningless one of them all.
State Senator Brian Jones calls the move a publicity stunt by the governor. He says the state legislature was already coming back on Monday to swear in new members.
Any policy proposals that he has can be accomplished through the regular session. The governor is very good at grabbing headlines, and he knew that calling it a special session would grab those headlines.
But what exactly will be on the agenda? Both say they're still waiting to find out. We do know that legislation to set aside $25 million in legal fees is proposed as of Monday. I've reached out to both the governor's office and the president-elect's office for comment on this special session. A spokesperson from the Trump-Vance transition team tells me in a statement in part, quote, Newsom will try to Trump-proof California from an America First agenda, but President Trump will deliver on his promise to make America great again for all Americans in states both red and blue. The governor's office tells me it will work with the president-elect and the incoming administration. In their statement, it says in part, quote, but when there's overreach, when lives are threatened, when rights and freedoms are targeted, we will take action. And that's exactly what the special session is about, setting this state up for success regardless of who is in the White House. Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
And thank you. Today, California Attorney General Rob Bonta and other state lawmakers announced new legislation aimed to protect reproductive rights in the state. One bill would safeguard access to medication abortion. The second would allow the AG's office to bring lawsuits against cities that try to interfere with a person's right to have an abortion. While introducing the bills, Bonta said California will remain ironclad in protecting reproductive rights.
This legislation is us planning to stay ahead of the curve regardless of what the Trump administration has in store for the future of abortion care.
Bonta said his office will wait to see what the Trump administration does before giving specific details of the bills.